Imagine a world frozen in time. A world where giants roamed and tiny miracles slept, waiting for the thaw. Today, we're pulling back the curtain of ice to reveal 5 incredible creatures, perfectly preserved for thousands of years. These aren't just fossils, they are time capsules, with skin, hair, and secrets intact. Our first stop takes us to the harsh, frozen landscapes of Pleistocene Alaska. 36,000 years ago, a colossal steppe bison roamed these icy plains. We call him Blue Babe. He was a powerhouse, with massive horns and a thick, shaggy coat. One autumn day, as the Arctic winds howled, Blue Babe was ambushed. A battle for survival erupted against a pack of American lions, relatives of the lions we see today. Claw marks scar his hide, and a deep bite mark on his neck tells a story of a fierce struggle. He fought bravely, but ultimately fell. The freezing temperatures that followed didn't just preserve his body, they flash-froze the entire scene. The icy grip preserved him so perfectly that when scientists discovered him in 1979, his muscles, skin, and even internal organs were still there. The blue mineral, vivianite, had coated his skin, giving him his famous name. They could even analyze the contents of his last meal. In an astonishing twist, the researchers who studied him decided to do something unthinkable. They carved off a piece of his neck muscle, stewed it, and ate it, quite literally tasting a piece of the Ice Age. Next, we journeyed to the other side of the world, to the rugged mountains of New Zealand. This land was once home to the moa, a family of enormous, flightless birds. Some species stood over 12 feet tall. They were the dominant herbivores, shaping the entire ecosystem for millions of years. Then, around 600 years ago, humans arrived. Within 2 centuries, every single species of moa was hunted to extinction. It was a swift and total disappearance. For centuries, we only had their bones. But high in the caves of Mount Owen, a group of archaeologists in 1986 stumbled upon something that shouldn't exist. Reaching into a dark crevice, a caver pulled out a claw. It wasn't a fossil, it was a massive, scaly bird foot with flesh and muscles still attached, looking as if its owner had just died a week ago. The cold, dry conditions of the cave had mummified it perfectly. DNA analysis confirmed it belonged to an upland moa, a creature extinct for centuries. This single, terrifyingly well-preserved claw is a stark reminder of how quickly giants can fall. It's a ghost from a lost world, a tangible piece of a creature that should only exist in textbooks. From giant birds, we now shrink down to the microscopic level. Deep within the Siberian permafrost, a world invisible to the naked eye lay dormant. Scientists drilled cores from this ancient frozen ground, some of it untouched for over 24,000 years. They brought the samples back to the lab, let them thaw, and looked under a microscope. They were expecting to see bacteria, maybe some simple organisms, but then something moved. It was a betyloid rotifer, a microscopic, multicelled animal. It stretched, it wiggled, and it began to feed as if no time had passed at all. This is not like bacteria surviving. This is a complex animal, with a brain and a nervous system coming back to life after 24 millennia on ice. It had survived by essentially shutting down its metabolism completely in a state called cryptobiosis. Once thawed, not only did it wake up, but it started reproducing, creating a new generation of rotifers whose ancestors lived alongside woolly mammoths. This discovery shatters our understanding of survival. It suggests that complex life might be able to survive impossible conditions, not just on Earth, but perhaps even on other frozen worlds in our solar system. Our fourth discovery takes us back to Siberia, to the unforgiving tundra. Here, a fossil hunter was searching for mammoth tusks when he found something small and delicate, frozen in the mud. It was the perfectly preserved body of a bird. But this was no ordinary bird. It was a horned lark, a species that still flies in the skies today. The incredible part, carbon dating revealed it was 46,000 years old. It's a direct physical link to the birds that flew during the last ice age. Its feathers are pristine, its beak sharp, its body completely intact. It's like holding a piece of the ancient sky in your hands. Studying its DNA allows scientists to see how this species has evolved over tens of thousands of years, adapting to a changing climate. It's a snapshot of evolution in progress, frozen at a specific moment in time. This tiny bird, which likely died in an instant and was quickly buried by freezing mud, provides a powerful window into the deep past of animals we think we know so well. It proves that the world around us has a much longer, more dramatic history than we can imagine. Finally, we arrive at our most famous and perhaps most touching discovery. In 2022, in the goldfields of the Klondike, in Canada's Yukon Territory, a miner was clearing permafrost with a water cannon when he uncovered something dark and round. He stopped his machine and looked closer. It was a baby woolly mammoth, a nearly perfect, complete baby mammoth. The local Tiar-Ondik-Wooch in First Nation elders named her Nuncho-Ga, meaning big baby animal in the Han language. She is the most complete mummified mammoth ever found in North America. She lived over 30,000 years ago. She was only about a month old when she died, likely getting stuck in the mud near a riverbank and quickly freezing. Her tiny trunk, her floppy ears, her coarse hair, and even her little tail are all there. Geologists who studied the site found she was resting on what was once a grassy steppe. An analysis of her intestines even showed the last blades of grass she ever ate. Looking at her is a profoundly moving experience. You don't see a specimen, you see an individual, a young life cut short. Nuncho-Ga is more than a scientific marvel. She is an ambassador from the Ice Age, connecting us on an emotional level to a world that has long since vanished. These 5 creatures are more than just frozen relics. They are stories of survival, of sudden death, and of life's incredible resilience. They remind us that the ground beneath our feet is a museum, holding secrets we're only just beginning to unlock. Every time the ice melts, another chapter of Earth's ancient history could be revealed. And if we've already found creatures that can come back to life after 24,000 years, one has to wonder what else is waiting down there in the dark and the cold. The greatest discoveries may be yet to come. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more journeys into the deep past.